Hey everybody, welcome. Jimmy Dore Show. I'm here with Steph Zamorano, Miserable Liberal, and Ron Placone.
I'm
Howdy,
miserable.
howdy.
I know I somebody sent me an email about not touching this because they listen. Anyway, I lost that email because they gave me advice on how to fix it. Send me it again. Something about a high pass or a low pass or something like that. We don't have an audio engineer yet. So we don't know what we're doing when it comes to audio. Hey, look at this. Here's a headline. I was out of my mind with anger, says man after berating congressman at Raqqa's Townhall. Now, that's a good headline because it'll get people to read it. It'll make people want to grab it. Oh, this guy, someone was out of their mind with anger? I want to see it. Except that's not really what it's about. What it's really about is that this is a Republican congressman. His name is Representative Kevin Cramer. He's from North Dakota, and he just voted to take health care away from people. And so that's what this is about. And that's him gaslighting people. And when he would gaslight people, when they would ask him straight questions like, are you taking away our health care? And he wouldn't give straight answers. Well, here's the guy. So this guy's name is Mike Quinn. It's this guy here in the blue shirt right here. So he's the one who confronted Representative Kevin Cramer. And here's what he said in this. In this Washington Post article, there's a video I'm going to show you. I'm going to play this video in just a second.
So wait, real quick, for clarification's sake, you are suggesting that the Washington Post had a misleading headline.
Yeah.
Very bold, sir.
Well, I'm not going to say it's misleading because that isn't what happened. This guy did get angry and he did confront the congressman.
Okay.
But it makes the story all about this guy's anger instead of why this guy's angry.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So he said he never intended to get physical with the elected representative, but he lost his composure. Ready for this? After a young mother in tears pleaded with the congressman to leave the Affordable Care Act in place so that her baby with birth defects could survive without her family facing bankruptcy. So there's a young mother who's poor. She goes to this town hall because she has a new baby with birth defects. And they're going to take away her health care. And she's going to go bankrupt. And her baby's not going to get care. And then this congressman who's taking away her health care is gaslighting her, not giving her straight answers. Well, here's what he says. She was crying so badly that she could barely talk, Quinn said. Cramer gave her some kind of wishy-washy answer. So basically, there's a mother with a newborn baby with birth defects crying at a town hall, asks her representative who's supposed to be looking out for her, please don't do this, or I'm all alone on this and we're dead. And what he says back to her is, sorry, I'm doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're fucking you over for politics, and I don't care. And, you know, if you're a normal human being and you see that happen, it's going to bother you. So this guy, Mike Quinn, is a normal human being, and it bothered him because he could see what was going on. The powerful were screwing over sick mothers. Mothers with sick babies. That's who these politicians are screwing over. So they can make $1 off the back of that lady and her sick baby so they could give it to a millionaire. That's literally what they're doing. Literally. $1 trillion cut for millionaires and billionaires. Tax cut. As the tension in the room heated up, Quinn decided he'd had enough and began to address the congressman as cameras rolled. I said you're going to give $800 million in tax breaks to the rich and destroy Obamacare, and this poor woman is going to do without? As the conversation evolved, somebody yelled, I'll pay higher taxes to help this woman. And I said I would too. See, that's what government's supposed to be. People coming together to help each other. And has been the case since forever. The healthy help the sick. Mike Quinn says, I took all my money out and handed it to him, meaning the representative, Representative Kramer. And I said, here, I'll be taxed for health care. At some point in the swirl of angry exchanges between constituent and representative, Quinn approached Kramer and attempted to aggressively shove money into his jacket before turning and walking away. So the video isn't that woman crying. So here's the video. Here's the video that they showed with this article. Ready?
Question. Answer yes or no. Will the rich benefit? Shut your mouth. Will the rich benefit from if the health care is destroyed? Do the rich get a tax cut? Yes or no?
So he gets right in his face. When you destroy the health care in this country, do the rich get a tax cut? Yes or no? Straight answer. He wants a straight answer. Now, Representative Kramer is going to lie right to his face and to everybody else sitting there. So now he's going to take money out and stuff it in this guy. So watch. First of all, he's going to lie. He just asked him a straight question. Are you going to destroy health care and give an $800 million tax cut? That's a straight question. The answer is yes, that's happening. This guy's going to lie right to his face. That's not the headline. The headline isn't Congressman lies right to a guy's face at a town hall. That's not the headline, but let's watch it.
Of course not. Here you go.
Of course not, he said. Now, everyone knows there's a $800 million tax cut in the bill for the richest people in America while we take health care away from the poorest people in America. We know that. That's admitted. That's not. They're not hiding that that's the thing. That's happening. Well, he's hiding it now because someone's in his face. So he's lying. That would be my headline if I was the Washington Post. That would be my headline. Congressman lies top of his lungs when confronted. That would be the headline. But they make it all about this guy's anger. Because being angry about someone fucking over a sick baby is more important than someone fucking over a sick baby. Congressman fucks over sick babies. That could be a headline.
And that's just as appealing of a headline, too, quite
that
frankly.
Would certainly get just as many views, I'll tell you that.
I think you could go with conservative congressman.
Conservative congressman F's over sick babies and laughs about it because he's laughing about it. So I'm going to show you that again. I'm going to show you him asking the question and then watch him lie.
Question. Answer yes or no. Will the rich benefit? Shut your mouth.
So I don't know if you noticed these. So this guy's upset at the congressman. Now all these jagoffs are getting in this guy's face. The guy who's upset rightfully about the congressman taking away people's health care. Everybody's upset at that guy. Do you notice that? This guy's choking him. This guy. And then what? That's what people are upset. Do you see how people are jumping up to defend the congressman? Do you see that's what's happening here?
Well, and they're telling him to shut his mouth. You know,
Yeah.
What are you doing asking a question at a town hall?
What are you doing getting
with your
upset?
elected representatives?
What are you doing getting upset because they're screwing over sick babies? Why don't you save your anger for important things like sporting events and Hollywood award shows? So let's watch it. Here we go.
Will the rich benefit from if the health care is destroyed? Do the rich get a tax cut? Yes or no? Of course not. Here you go. That's too far.
And he goes, "That's too far. That's too far." That's what he said. It's not too far. You're taking health care away from sick babies. That's okay. But if you're impolite, oh boy. So that's the corporate dick move. It always has been. It always will be. You're not allowed to be angry. And if you do get angry, that's all we're going to talk about. And that's what the Washington Post did. And so instead of the headline, a congressman screws over sick babies, or congressman lies at the top of his lung, it's all about, and by the way, the rest of the article, so the first 3 paragraphs I read that talking about, and the rest of the article has nothing to do with that he lied. They didn't even mention that he lied. In the article, it doesn't even mention that he lies about this. Doesn't even mention it. Doesn't mention what's going to happen to that sick baby. None of that stuff's in the article. The whole article is about how angry this guy is. Here's the rest of the article. Here's the rest of that. Boom, boom. It's all about this guy. It's all about his anger and how he's apologized because they came back to him after and now he's super. I shouldn't have done that. I should have. So now it's all about that guy's mistake. Not that guy literally going to kill people. That congressman's going to kill people by revoking the American ACA. Literally. That's not the headline. That's not even in it. Here's what's and then here's the rest of it. Here's the rest of the article. So there's more of the article. Then they give the whole statement from that jagoff congressman. His whole statement they print out, and it's nothing about what he's doing. So it's all about this guy being angry. It's all about that guy's reaction, and it's all about that guy's. I'm talking about Mike Quinn's apology for touching the congressman. It's got nothing to do with the congressman lying. It's got nothing to do with how he's going to kill babies, literally.
No picture of the woman and her baby.
Where's the picture of the woman?
There were cameras there. They were all over.
So,
can I say, Jimmy?
Washington Post, by the way, doing a great job.
I caught a quote that Kramer said. He's regarding his coffee and Kramer meetings. He says, "I don't have to agree with them, but I still have an obligation to listen to them, and at least then they have an opportunity. And once in a while, I might be persuaded by something."
At least the guy shows up. And then, of course, the Washington Post completely misses the point. Completely. So
it's like they're making this angle where it's like, this is supposed to be a feel-good piece. This is supposed to be like, oh, see, sometimes we just got to put politics aside and get along. It's like, no. The point is that there's such horrific shit out there that it brought this man to this breaking point.
Yeah.
And justifiably
so. How
so.
about here's another headline, Ron. Citizen has an eruption of decency.
Yeah.
Citizen had overcome by a moment of decency. How about that? But they make it look like that guy's out. He's not in the wrong. That guy who put the money in that congressman, he's not in the wrong. That guy is rightfully upset.
Yeah, and that's a symbolic gesture. It's not like it was violent.
No,
it wasn't violent.
He wasn't assault. No. That's like glitter bombing someone. That's no. That's a peaceful. That congressman should be in jail for lying, taking health care away from people. If there was any morality in our criminal justice system, but there isn't. That guy's wrong. That in everyone's mind, that the guy Mike Quinn, who's rightfully upset, he's wrong, and that's what Washington Post made the whole goddamn article about. The whole frickin' article is about that guy's anger, and then his apology afterwards. That's what the whole frickin' article's about. Not about like, can you believe that this congressman would lie right on camera? He's lying. And can you believe these lemmings would sit there and take it? Can you believe that they would sit there and take their tax money and give it to cops to throw guys like this out of this meeting?
And aren't we lucky that here in the United States we have such forgiving elected representatives?
That would be my... So, in fact, I look forward to whatever the headline is going to be on this video. It certainly isn't going to be about the guy being upset. I had a guy send me a thing today, the guy who I think is smarty and everything, and he said, hey, you did an interview with Eva Bartlett, and I just want to let you know that I was disappointed, and you didn't vet her enough, and, well, blah, blah, and I'm like, okay, what's the problem? Well, she's just, she's pro-Assad, and blah, blah, blah. So you don't have anything, did you have any problem with the interview? No. Let me tell you something. This is the Washington Post and the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal and CNN and MSNBC. That's what's fucking wrong with news. It's not Eva Bartlett. It's not YouTubers actually pointing out the truth about what's happening in Syria. It's not me. So the reason I bring this up is because I used to literally worry about, oh my God, what if I lose my credibility? You know who doesn't worry about that stuff? The New York Times. That led us into a frickin' war, and they're trying to do it again. They print nothing but propaganda. Stuff that comes straight from the frickin' vice president's lips on their front page above the fold. Washington Post, same shit. I don't worry about it at all anymore. At all. The people who should be watching out, The people, what you should be upset with is the daily misrepresentation of the truth that happens in the New York Times, the Washington Post, MSNBC, and CNN. That's what you should be worried about. The daily misrepresentation, the daily beating the drum for war. Daily. Now, everybody's cool with that, though, right? You're all cool with that? Right? Everybody's cool with that. The people who led us into the first war, they're still at the goddamn newspapers. They're still at CNN. And the people who got the Iraq war right, they got banished from society. Everybody's still cool with that, right? Because that's what's fucking happening. I just want to let everybody know again that the establishment news people are shit in America. Fucking shit. And everything that Chomsky said is absolutely 100% correct. The next live Jimmy Dore show in Burbank, California is May 22nd. May 22nd, that's a Monday night, live in Burbank, California. Special guests, a great time. Get your tickets right there.